What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster, and I'd like to take a moment to appreciate what a colossal nincompoop you'd have to be in order to think that this, right here, would be an appealing character for gamers to play as.
What the hell is even that?
It looks like Sloth from the Goonies with a fungus growing on his face, but that, folks, is what you can create using the character creator for the upcoming game Avowed. The official Avowed X account put out an image here of a bunch of characters that they created in the game, and I'm not sure who in the hell decided that a fungal growth on the characters to indicate that you are godlike was a good idea, but that person needs to have their head examined, because I don't know about you, but when I see these characters that they're featuring in this image, godlike is about the furthest thing from my mind. When I see them, the only thing I can think to say is,
"You suck, you jackass!"
Now, it's worth mentioning that the art director for the game is the same Dingleberry who ignited the firestorm on social media about a month and a half ago, saying that he was happy that Elon Musk and a bunch of gamers didn't like Avowed because of all the pronoun shit that went on with this game. Well, as the art director, I think it's fair to lay a good chunk of the blame at this guy Matt Hansen's feet. Why the hell would he think that people would want to play as this?
Because I'm an idiot. Happy?
Well, that does explain it, I guess, but the game is on track to sell like absolute shit. Even Assassin's Creed Shadows, with their sudden marketing push, has surpassed it on the Steam charts. Avowed is currently sitting barely within the top 300 sellers on the platform. It seems that the art director got his wish, with the stupid, flowery art that he directed into this game, and with the controversial shit that he said about gamers, people are not buying this title. Obsidian is pretty damn fortunate that the game is on Gamepass, which they will use as a shield to protect them from criticism over poor sales. But in truth, right about now, behind the scenes, I'm sure the bigwigs are looking at this art director creep and asking,
Do you realize what you've done?
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video to help out against the evil algorithm monster, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Also, don't forget to follow me on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyhow, Avowed is one of the least interesting pieces of gaming that I have seen come out in a long-ass time. I know that I'm biased because I can't stand the pronoun shit that they've put into the game, which whisks people out of the immersion, and because I can't stand the current people in charge of Obsidian. I know that I have my bias, but come on, look at this picture here. These people are posting this image at Obsidian as if they seriously think that someone out there is going to look at this and go, oh man, I was on the fence about playing this game, but now that I've seen these characters with the fungal growth all over their faces, now I've realized that I just can't say no. Imagine the lack of awareness required to use these images in your marketing for a game and to not stop yourself before hitting send and posting it for the whole world to see. Now, I'm going to say this as objectively as I possibly can, but if I were on the fence on this game, this image would absolutely, categorically scare me away. I know that I would look at it and think that if the marketing is this bad, then the game itself has to be utter dog shit. And as I said before, the game has barely cracked the Steam Top 300, despite the fact that we are a little over 3 weeks removed from the game's release. That is really bad. And yes, as always, I know that this game is a day one Game Pass release, so there are people out there who won't be purchasing it because they're going to be able to play it on Game Pass, but that excuse is tiresome as hell, and I've refuted it many times by pointing out that Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl was also a day one Game Pass title, and that game racked up 1 million sales within a day of release. As you can see, Stalker 2 had a really solid Steam release, capping out at a little over 120,000 concurrent players, but that's because it was a game that wasn't trying to preach anything at us, it was free of controversy, and people just wanted to have fun, so it sold really well. But the thing is, when it comes to Game Pass, using it as an excuse for why a game isn't selling is actually pretty stupid, because Xbox is easily the least popular option of the major ways to play games. PC is king, of course, and Nintendo and PS5 have outsold the Xbox console by a massive margin. It's not even close. And then you have to take into account that less than half of those Xbox users actually have Game Pass. So, for the vast majority of gamers, if they want to play a day one Game Pass game that isn't released on PS5 or Nintendo, they are going to be forced to choose Steam as their option. So, rather than Game Pass being this big blanket excuse, actually, the Steam chart data is extraordinarily telling when it comes to Avowed, because people just aren't showing up for it. If I were the folks in charge at Obsidian, I'd be blaming Matt Hansen in a big way. The dude really screwed this up for them. The characters that Obsidian created, using the art style that he directed, are ugly in a Concord kind of way. Lots of people have been comparing these pictures to Antifa mugshots, and I'm not sure who this is supposed to insult, Avowed or Antifa, but either way, it's bad for everyone involved. Now, I'll grant you that Matt Hansen isn't alone to be blamed for this mess. The art that he created stems from the writers who told the artists what to draw, but still, Matt Hansen needs called out for this crap. And speaking of Matt Hansen being called out, this post popped up on my X feed. Grums recently wrote, directed at Obsidian, "Have you fixed your illegal DEI hiring practices yet? The Department of Justice will be prosecuting these now. Will you be making a statement and taking steps to ensure fair hiring? Why hasn't your art director, Matt Hansen, posted since November when Elon and I called him out for this? Non-binary." And of course, Grums is referring to this post here where Hansen wrote, "Reminder to black artists out there who are looking for portfolio review or job advice, my DMs are open and you will always have my priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods." So yeah, the dude hasn't posted anything on social media since the shit hit the fan in late November because he and his bosses are clearly well aware that he screwed up big time. Now, I don't know if there will be any legal consequences for what was said, but there sure as hell look to be a ton of sales consequences, and this company damn well deserves them. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your mockery of this cringe-ass game and its developers into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.